today.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot about triangles.
Yep.
Okay, and do you remember what this symbol means here?
It's a symbol means where the symbol the symbol means is where you need to find the you need to find what equals to 180 degrees, but you need to find the exact angle.
Yes, do you remember what this angle measure is?
The angle measure is 90 degrees.
90 degrees. Very good. So the sum in a triangle is 180 degrees. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So today, let's look at a square. This is a square. It has four 90-degree angles in it.
Okay.
This one's 90. This one's 90. And this one's 90.
Okay.
What is the sum? What does it add up to?
The sum for that, the sum is 90, and the sum that equals to 180, right?
There's four of them. There's four
Okay.
angles.
Mm-hmm.
What does that add up to?
$360.
360. Very good. All right. Now, in a pentagon, there are 5 angles. They're all 108 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
What do they add up to?
These angles,
Yes.
okay. So those angles right there, 108 plus 108. $540.
540 degrees. Very good. Let's do one more here. The next shape is a hexagon.
Mm-hmm.
What is the sum here? What do they all add up to? Do you have an answer for me, Sourish, about what they
Yeah,
add up
I'm
to?
trying to think. I'm trying to think. 600.
Okay, try again.
Okay.
Remember, there are 6 of them.
720. It's 720.
Very good. So now we're going to make a table. Shape, number of sides, and then the sum. Okay. So what was the first shape that we looked at today? Do you remember? What was the first shape that we looked at today?
The first shape that we looked at today, we looked at a triangle, the
Okay.
Pentagon.
Okay, so we looked at a triangle. How many sides does a triangle have?
3.
And what was the sum? What did the angles add up to?
What did the angles add up to?
Yes.
The angle adds up to
A triangle, what do the angles add up to?
180.
180. What is the next shape that we looked at?
The next shape that we looked at,
Yes.
the Pentagon.
Nope. Let's go back and look. What is this?
What's this?
It's a square.
Square, yeah.
Okay. Square. And how many sides does a square have?
How many sides does a square have? 4 sides.
4 sides. And what was the sum? What was the sum of the angles?
Some of the angles.
Yes.
Some of the angles are adding up. Some of the angles are adding up to 180.
Let's go back and look. This is a square.
360, 360.
There's 4 90-degree angles.
Yeah.
Okay, which means it adds up to 360. What was the next shape that we looked at? What was the third shape, Sourish, that we looked at?
The Pentagon.
Pentagon. 5-sided pentagon. How many sides does it have?
5.
And what was its sum? What was the sum of the pentagon?
The sum of the Pentagon. So the sum of the Pentagon, the sum of the Pentagon is
Well, let's go back and look. What did these angles add up to?
yeah, it's 540.
540. Very good. And the next shape, what was the next shape that we looked at?
Next shade that we looked at,
Yes, we looked at one more. What was the next shape that we looked at?
next shade that we looked at is a hexagon.
A hexagon. Very good. How many
6
sides?
sides.
6 sides. And what was the sum?
720.
720 degrees.
Yeah.
What do you notice about these numbers in here? What do they go up by each time? What do they go up by each time?
What did they go each time? And so you have to add those 4 numbers to the sum, and then that equals
What does it go up by each time?
180 degrees.
Well, that's true over here. What about on the left here? What do they go up by each time? What do these numbers in this middle column go up by each time?
They have to add up to 180.
Nope. Just look at the numbers. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. What does it go up by each time?
By each time it goes
So somehow you figured out that it was 180 over here.
yeah.
So why can't you tell me what it goes up by? How much do you add each time to go up?
I think you add 180 plus plus 360 plus 540 and plus 720.
No, Sourish, I'm just asking you to tell me how to go from 3 to 4, 4 to 5. What do you add to 3 to get to 4? What do you add to 4 to get to 5? What do you add to 5 to get to 6? Do you understand the question?
Yeah. You have first you have to add 180. I don't even know.
Well, what number do you add to 3 to get to 4?
1.
Okay, what number do you add to 4 to get to 5?
1.
And how about 5 to 6?
1.
Okay. So my question for you, or our thought right now is this a linear relationship?
But is this a linear relationship?
Yeah, meaning like, do they go up by the same? Think of this as X and this is Y. Does X go up by the same amount? And does Y go up by the same amount?
It goes up in the same amount.
Yes. So this is a linear relationship. Yes.
So
Okay,
wait, a linear relationship. So a 180 plus 180 is, oh, okay.
so we're gonna treat these as ordered pairs. 3 comma 180, 4 comma 360. And do you remember the slope formula?
The slope formula, y equals mx.
That's the equation of a line.
Okay.
The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Yeah.
So what is 3? Is it 3 is x1, 180 is y1, 4 is x2, and 360 is y2.
Yeah. So y2 is going to be 360 and y1 is 180. 4 is x2. Yeah, 3 is x1.
All right, can you figure out what this reduces to?
Yeah. It's 180 and 4 minus 3 is 1.
Okay, so what is 180 divided by 1?
180 divided by 1 is 180.
Very good. So now we use the equation of a line and we write y equals 180x plus b. And we're going to use this first ordered pair. So 180 equals 180 times 3 plus B. What is 180 times 3?
180 times 3. One eighty plus 3 is 180 plus 3, 183.
You're multiplying.
180 times 3. Okay.
Yes.
540.
540. So we have 180 equals 540 plus B.
Mm-hmm.
Subtract 540 from both sides. So what does B equal? What is 180 minus 540?
Okay, 180 minus 540.
Yes.
Negative 340.
Try again. You're close.
$60.
Minus 360. So we're going to put that back into this equation.
Mhm.
Okay. So we have y equals 180 x minus 360.
Mhm.
So now we're going to make a little table. We're
Yeah.
going to let x be 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what I want you to do, Sourish, is I want you to take these x values and put them into the equation. So like the first one would be 180 times 3 minus 360. Do you have a calculator handy, or can you do that by hand?
Read to my hand. Okay, so for 3 times so 3 is 360.
One 180 times 3 is not 360. Try one more time.
Okay. Okay, so for 180, you have to
Yep. I'm asking you, what is 180 times 3 minus
oh yeah,
360?
yeah, 180 times 3 540.
180 times 3 is 540. What is 540 minus 360?
One hundred and 80.
Yes, that is correct. So let's do the same thing for the next one. 180 times 4 minus 360. We're using our equation up here. We're using this x value. So I want you to tell me the value. 180 times 4 minus 360.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now 180 times 4 is 760,
Try again. It's not quite 760.
okay. So now, all right, so now for, okay. So now,
What is 180 times 4, Sourish?
180 times 4 is 7, 760.
You already told me that. Try it. Try again. It's not 760. You can do this. Use pencil and paper or grab a calculator if you've got one handy.
Okay. Seven hundred twenty.
Yes, it's 720
Yeah.
minus 360.
Okay. So now 720 minus 360, right? Okay, 720 minus
Yes,
360.
yes, yes. Waiting on you to give me the answer to that. What is 720 minus 360?
Three 60.
Yes, it is 360.
Yeah. Okay.
How about 180 times 5
180
Mine-
times 5.
minus 360? Let's try that one.
Okay. $540.
Yes, it is 540. And we'll do the last one here. 180 times 6 minus 360.
Okay. So now 180 minus 360, right?
You have to first multiply it by 6 and then subtract 360.
Okay. $720.
Yes, that is correct. Okay. Try to look at these numbers here in this table. How do they compare to the numbers in this table? Are they the same? Let's be fair here. Let's just go grab it. We'll just snip it in. We'll copy
Okay.
that and then we'll go up a little bit here. Oop, my thing froze. There it is.
All
All
right,
right.
okay.
Are these, is it the same or is it different?
Okay, so and now, so okay, there we go.
Are they the same?
They are yes, they are the same.
Very good. Okay. So in geometry, you will be given this formula, the following formula. The sum of the interior angles n, I'm sorry, n minus 2 times 180. And this is your sum.
Mhm.
Okay. So briefly here, do you know what a seven-sided polygon is? Seven-sided. Do you know the name of that one? It is a heptagon. How about an eight-sided? You know what
Pentagon. Eight-sided
these are,
hexagon.
hexagon is,
Octagon, octagon.
yeah, it's the stop sign. Stop signs are eight-sided, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
We see them all day long. Nine-sided is what's called a nonagon.
Okay.
How about 10-sided? Any idea what that is?
10-sided. That is a decagon.
Decagon, yeah.
So these are types of gons, like right over there.
Yes. So beyond this, like if it was 11-sided, you would say 11 gone like this. Okay, so we're going to use this table now. We're going to use this formula. This formula is the sum formula. So the problem would go like this. It would say, what is the sum of the interior angles for a heptagon? And the sum is 180 times
Mhm.
n minus 2. So you need to know how many sides are in a heptagon. Do you remember? Do you want me to scroll up to the table?
Well, yeah,
How many sides are in a heptagon?
a heptagon,
Yes.
7 sides.
So n equals 7. That means 7 goes into our equation here. 180 times 7 minus 2. Order of operations, what do you do first? Do you multiply? Do you
The
do
first
it?
subtract.
You first subtract. Okay, what is 7 minus 2?
5.
5. 180 times 5. What is 180 times 5?
900.
900, very good. 900 degrees. What is the sum of the interior angles for a decagon?
Of the
So
interior angles for the decagon.
yes. So you need to know the sum formula. You need to know the sum formula, and then you need to know the number of sides in a decagon.
Okay, so what is the sum? The sum is for the Pentagon has 10 sides.
Yes, so that means that n equals 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so 10 divided to
What's
okay.
the sum formula? Do you have that written down?
Yeah, the sum formula is what equals the sum formula 10 plus 10.
It's 180 times n minus 2.
Yeah, okay. S equals 180 and minus 2.
Okay, so what is the value of n?
10.
Okay, so substitute it into that equation and give me the final answer, please.
8 times 180.
Give me a final answer, please.
Yeah, I'm doing it. $1,440.
Yes, that's correct. 1,440. Okay, so new question here. What is the sum of a 15-gon?
What is the sum of the 15 gone? What?
Yes, what is the sum of the 15-gon? So use the same formula.
Okay, S 180 15 minus 2.
The sum is 180 times 15 minus 2. Yes.
Okay. That equals 2,340.
Very good. Okay. So these problems are not very difficult once you have the formula. Would you agree?
Mhm.
All right. So let's do this here. We're going to go backwards. So this time I'm going to give you the sum. I'm going to say the sum is 8,640 degrees. And the question will be, how many sides? So recall that your formula is this.
Mhm.
Am I giving you the sum or am I giving you n?
The N.
It says the sum is 8,640.
Yeah.
Am I giving you the sum or the number of sides?
The sum.
The sum. So this letter S is 8,640 equals 180 times n minus 2. Okay, so do you recall how to solve this for n? Solve an equation like this?
Okay.
So let's
Yeah.
first divide both sides by 180.
Yeah.
Okay,
180. Okay.
so grab a calculator. What is 8,640 divided by 180?
48.
48. And how do you undo subtraction by 2? How do you undo this?
How's it undo that?
Yeah,
48,
how do you undo,
minus
how do you undo
48 minus,
subtraction?
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, it's okay. You want to add 2 to both sides,
Yeah,
so that becomes 50.
50, okay.
So it's a 50 gone. Okay, let's try another one. Just a moment here to come up with one. Okay, let's say the sum is 6,120 degrees. How many sides?
How many sides?
Yep, and this is our formula. This is the only formula we have. So am I giving you the value of S or the value of N?
The value of the value of n. N is gonna be,
N is the number of sides, isn't it?
yeah.
The sum is what's given.
Uh-huh.
So the sum S is 6,120.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first thing to undo when solving this equation?
From solving this equation, a multiplication into division.
You want to divide by 180. So
Mhm.
what is 6,120 divided by 180?
Okay, okay, 6120 divided by 180. That's
Yeah.
340.
Nope, try again.
$34.
34. Very good. So what is the last step here? How do you undo subtraction by 2?
Adding
Adding 2. What does N equal? What is 30?
36.
36. So this is a 36 gone.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Okay, well, I think that does take us to the end of our lesson for today. So we'll pick up
Okay.
here on Thursday and we'll keep working on polygons. And good job today, Sourish.
Yeah.
Hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.
Yep.